If you run a small brand or an online store, creating product ads is usually the expensive part. You need product photos, lifestyle images, social posts, video ads, and sometimes even UGC-style content. So in this video, I'm going to test IMA Studio and see how much of that ad workflow we can build with AI, from a basic product image all the way to a finished video ad. Today, I want to look at IMA Studio from a very practical angle, not as a random AI video generator, but as a tool for creating product ads. The goal is simple. Take one product and see how far we can go from a basic product idea all the way to ad creatives that could work for an online store or a social media campaign. IMA Studio is an AI creative platform focused on advertising content. The useful part is that it combines several ad-related workflows in one place: product images, e-commerce visuals, posters, UGC-style ads, viral video recreation, image editing, video generation, and upscaling. At the center of the page, you have the main input area. You can type the ad idea directly, upload a product image or video, and then choose the direction you want the platform to follow. The main agent is the most flexible starting point. This is where you can describe an ad idea, upload product material, and use skills like product scenes, viral video creation, or UGC-style concepts. E-commerce agent is more focused on product images, lifestyle scenes, clean product shots, and ad visuals for e-commerce stores. Apparel agent is built specifically for clothing, try-on visuals, and model-style product shots. Poster agent is for turning a product or campaign idea into a more finished promo poster or social ad layout. On the left side, you also have the main sidebar. This gives you quick access to the homepage, AI creation, canvas, winning ads, library, events, and the IMA clause section. So the platform feels more like a full creative workspace than a single generator. If I click Create New, I get a quick creation menu. From here, I can jump directly into image generation, video generation, audio generation, or upscale. And under Advanced Creation, I can open Canvas or Story. So if you already know what type of asset you want to create, this is probably the fastest way to start. Under the main input area, there are ready-made templates for things like e-commerce posters, product detail pages, lifestyle product images, model fitting, viral video recreation, and creating viral videos. Now let's start creating the actual product. I'm going to click Create New, choose Image Generation, and use this first step to create a clean hero product image that we can reuse later in the ad workflow. For the model, I'll select GPT Image 2. Then I'll set the format to 16:9, choose 2K resolution, and keep the quality on high because I want this first image to look polished enough for a premium product campaign. The idea is to create a cinematic coffee package on a wooden table with coffee beans around it, dark premium packaging, and a minimalist label design. This will become our base product visual for the rest of the video. The image came out really strong. The product looks premium, the dark packaging fits the luxury coffee direction, and the warm cinematic lighting gives it a proper commercial feel. The text is also readable enough for an AI-generated product shot, so this is a good base asset to reuse in the next steps. Now that we have a strong product image, I want to turn it into a more finished ad creative. I'm going to move into Poster Agent, upload the product directly from my assets, and use the poster workflow to build a campaign-style visual around it. For the setup, I'll keep the directions simple but very clear: cinematic, premium, and dark. I'll choose promo poster as the type, realistic photo as the style, set the ratio to 3:4, and keep the language in English. Before generating, I'll also add a short prompt that tells the system what kind of poster layout I want. The goal is not to overload the design with text, but to give it a few clean campaign elements: a headline, a launch label, a tagline, and one small product detail.
After I run the generation, the workflow automatically opens inside Canvas. This is useful because now I'm not just looking at a single exported image, I can see the creative process as a workspace. On the right side, there's a chat panel where the agent explains what it is doing and where I can continue giving instructions. On the left side, I have the node-based workflow where the original product image and the generated poster are connected, so it's easier to understand how the final result was built. And the poster result is actually very solid. It keeps the premium dark coffee mood from the original image, adds a clean campaign structure, and the text placement feels much more like a real product launch poster than a random image generation. Next, I want to create a short video from the original product image. Inside Canvas, I can use the first node, which is our starting product image, and open a new connected node from it. In this case, I'm going to choose a video node so the platform understands that I want to turn this still image into a motion asset. The video node is basically where the image becomes the reference for animation. Instead of starting from a blank prompt, I'm using the product shot as the visual anchor and then describing the kind of movement, atmosphere, and camera direction I want. For the model, I'll leave it on CDance 2.0 fast. For the settings, I'll choose a 16:9 format and set the duration to 7 seconds because I want a short cinematic ad-style clip that feels polished but still quick enough for social media or a product ad intro. For the prompt, I'm going to describe the motion very specifically: slow camera movement, premium lighting, and a smooth orbit around the product. The goal is to keep the original package stable and readable while adding enough movement to make it feel like a real luxury product commercial. The video has been generated, so let's take a look at the result. This is actually a pretty solid result. The movement feels slow and premium, the product stays clear, and the cinematic lighting gives it that polished ad look we were aiming for. Next, I want to create one more reference image that I can later use for a hypermotion commercial ad. I could open a standard new node manually, but this time I'll control it directly through the agent. I'll select the original product photo on the canvas, reference it in the chat, and then ask the agent to generate a new 9.16 cinematic keyframe. The important part of this prompt is consistency. I want a more dramatic vertical commercial image, but the product, brand name, packaging shape, logo placement, slogan, and label details should stay the same as the reference image. After I send this, the agent starts working on the task. It automatically opens a new connected node on the canvas and generates the new reference image from the selected product photo. And the result came out very good. It keeps the same Noir Brew product identity, but now the image feels more vertical, dramatic, and ready to be used as a starting frame for a hypermotion commercial ad. Now that I have a stronger vertical reference image, I want to use it as the starting point for a hypermotion commercial ad. This time, instead of asking the agent to create the node automatically, I'll do it manually. I'll create a new video node from the last generated image, so that image becomes the direct reference for the video. For the model, I'll choose CDance 2.0 fast. Then I'll set the format to 16:9 and the duration to 10 seconds, because this is the version I want to feel like a vertical commercial ad for social media. For this version, I want the motion to be much more dramatic than the previous slow product video. The key instruction is that the product has to stay 100% consistent. Same Noir Brew package, same brand identity, same label details, same dark matte packaging, and no redesigns.
Now I'll run this prompt from the video node and generate the hypermotion version. This should give us a much more intense commercial-style clip, while still keeping the same product identity from the reference image. The generation is finished, so let's take a look at what we got. This is a pretty powerful result. It feels like a premium hypermotion commercial with a stronger camera movement, more energy, and a much more polished ad-style look. Now let's move into a different type of ad, a UGC-style video. For that, I first need to create a creator or presenter who could naturally promote this coffee product on camera. I'm going to create a new separate image node for the creator. For the settings, I'll choose GPT Image 2, set the format to 9:16, choose 2K resolution, and keep the quality on high because I want the character image to be realistic enough to use as a reference later. For the prompt, I want a young female creator who feels confident, stylish, and camera-friendly, but still natural enough for a UGC ad. The image should look like a realistic social media creator portrait, not a fashion editorial or a studio model shoot. The image creator has been generated, and this is a solid result. Now we have both pieces we need for a UGC-style ad, the product and the creator. Next, I'll connect the creator node and the product node, then create a new video node from those references. The goal is to generate a short UGC-style video where the creator is holding the Noir Brew coffee package and naturally talking about it for around 15 seconds.
For the model, I'll use CDance 2.0 Fast. I'll set the format to 9:16 and the duration to 15 seconds, because this should feel like a vertical social ad, quick, natural, and easy to use as a product promotion clip. For the prompt, I want the creator to feel like a real person recording a short coffee recommendation, not like a scripted commercial actor. The important part is that the product package should match the reference, stay readable, and be held naturally in her hands while she gives a short 2 to 3 sentence review. The video has been generated, so let's watch the result together.
I've been trying Noir Brew this week, and honestly, it feels like a small luxury every morning. The flavor is deep, smooth, and slow roasted, and the packaging looks beautiful on the counter.
This is a pretty impressive result. The character feels realistic, the performance looks natural, and the product stays very consistent with the original Noir Brew package. That's exactly what we want from this type of workflow, because now we're not just creating a product shot or a cinematic ad, we also have a realistic UGC-style creator video that feels much closer to the kind of content brands actually use on social media. Now let's develop this flow a little bit further and create one more ad with the same character and the same Noir Brew product. This time, instead of a UGC-style talking video, I want it to feel more like a polished luxury commercial, cinematic lighting, a darker premium environment, and a more elegant brand film mood. For this version, I'll use a horizontal 16:9 format. The goal is to create a wider cinematic scene where the creator appears in a different outfit and environment, drinking coffee in a luxury setting, while the product still stays connected to the same brand identity. Now I'll run this generation and test how well the platform can move from a UGC-style ad into a more cinematic luxury commercial, while keeping the same creator and product consistent. The result is very solid and honestly quite strong. This is the kind of output that could actually work as a commercial ad. The mood feels premium, the environment looks cinematic, and the product is still connected to the same visual identity we built throughout the workflow. And of course, this is only one workflow inside IMA Studio. We focused mainly on product images, posters, canvas, video nodes, hypermotion ads, and UGC-style content, but the platform has a lot more tools you can test depending on the type of ad you want to create. For example, you can use image editing to refine or change existing visuals, background removal to isolate products, upscaling to improve final assets, product detail page generation for e-commerce listings, model try-on for apparel, viral video recreation, audio generation, and story-style workflows for building longer ad concepts. So, overall, I think IMA Studio is most interesting when you treat it as a full ad creation workspace, not just a single image or video generator. In this workflow, we started with one product idea and built product photos, a poster, cinematic video ads, a hypermotion commercial, and UGC-style creator content around the same brand. If you want to try IMA Studio, I'll leave the link in the description. And if you enjoyed this walkthrough, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and tell me in the comments which part of this workflow you would actually use for your own product ads. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.